What's happening, YouTube? It's your boy, the Cleaver Colin Andrew, back with Prime Cuts, AEW edition. Here we go. This Sunday, All Out 2020. We're going to start off with the buy-in. We got Britt Baker versus Big Swole. I'm going to have to go with Britt Baker on this one. I know Big Swole's been trying to get her hands on her for a while, but, you know, at the same time, isn't this like Britt Baker's first match back in forever? So I'm going to go Britt Baker on that. Then moving on to the Casino Battle Royal, we got Lance Archer, Darby Allin, and O'Brien Cage. And 18 more dudes are going to be in there. I really don't know exactly. Are they going to give it to Brian Cage again? I don't know. Is this Lance Archer's time? Is this his time to get his hands on that little poker chip? And we'll see what goes from there. But my pick is going to be Lance Archer. We saw Darby Allin have a title match a few weeks ago and fail. So I'm sticking with Lance Archer as my pick. Moving on, we have a 8-man tag. We have the Dark Order versus the Natural Nightmares, Matt Cardona and Scorpio Sky. The Dark Order is kind of on fire right now after Brody Lee beat Cody for the TNT Championship and then just been laying out the Rhodes family in general. I see if they want to keep this Dark Order thing going, Dark Order's got to pick up the win here, so I'm going with Dark Order. Nick Jackson, the Young Bucks against Jurassic Express is up next, which is, what is it? Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus. Where do we go here? This is probably my toughest decision of the day because both these teams could use the win here. But if you want to put over new teams and establish new teams, you need to go with Jurassic Express. A win over the Young Bucks, who have been, like the best tag team in forever. One of the best tag teams out there for forever too. You can't really go bigger than beating the Young Bucks. So I want to see Jurassic Express pick up this win. And then we get a broken rules match. Matt Hardy versus Sammy Guevara. We saw blood. Sammy drew first blood. Matt drew second blood. Who's gonna take it? Broken rules match. This should be a fun match. I wish it'd be cinematic because it'd be super fun to see what Matt Hardy can do cinematic-wise with Tony Khan money. But in the end, I believe Sammy is going to go over. So, Sammy for the win. A Mimosa Mayhem match. The champion, Chris Jericho versus freshly squeezed Orange Cassidy. We're going to have a big tub of mimosas. That's just a waste, yo. Send some of that shit to me. I like mimosas. It's delicious. Goes good on a nice Sunday morning, a little brunch. It's so good. But in the end, I would love to see Cassidy go over. Come on, Chris. Put him over. Orange Cassidy for the win. Moving on to the AEW Tag Team titles. We have Kenny Omega and Adam Hangman Page defending against FTR. Well, we haven't even seen dissension between Omega and Page. The realest tag team is back in professional wrestling, FTR, especially with Tully Blanchard by their side. This is their time, FTR. Hangman Adam Page and Omega have had those straps for a hot minute now, and I think this is the time and the team to drop them too. So FTR for the win. Moving on to the AEW Women's Championship match, we have NWA Women's Champion Thunder Rosa challenging Hikaru Shida. If I butchered that first name, tough shit. Champion versus champion, company champion versus company champion. Could this be a good time to establish a relationship between the NWA and AEW even more? And you could see more crossover stuff, which would help more, platform by itself and a bigger platform would help out a lot more. I don't know how long Thunder Rosa's contract with NWA is. But I'm going to go out on a limb, and I am going to pick Thunder Rosa to be the new AEW Women's Champion. And then we are going to move on to the main event of the evening for the AEW World Title. We have Jon Moxley defending his championship against the undefeated MJF. And in this match, the paradigm shift is banned. We saw last night on AEW that MJF got the upper hand at the end of the show. Him and Warlow, straight assaulted Moxley after the match with MJF's lawyer. We saw the pinky ring come back into play and bust Mox open, and the show went off the air with MJF holding the title above Moxley. I know in WWE logic, whoever goes out on top normally, like 9 times out of 10, whoever's standing tall at the end of the go-home show loses. But I am hoping that they throw me a swerve and MJF picks up the victory. So I am going to go with Maxwell Jacob Friedman to take the title. Thanks for sticking around this episode of Prime Cuts. Prime, so prime. Make sure to check out NoDQ.com for all information regarding this pay-per-view this coming Saturday. And make sure to check out the NoDQ review tonight starting at 7 o'clock. NoDQ.com. You can find everything there. NoDQ.com/call-in takes you to my Twitter page. And let's see, support my buddy Armbar. There you go, Jerry, on Facebook. All capitals, ARMBAR, exclamation point. Support my buddy Noah Foster. Noah Foster 210 on YouTube, folks. Make it happen. Or nfoster1916 on Twitter. And then you can find the Jeff Meacham Network on Anchor, Spotify, Apple Podcast, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, all at the Jeff Meacham Network. And then Greg Cherry Brand you can find as well on YouTube and Twitter, Instagram, and hashtag, do me a favor, go hashtag Cherry for Quizzlemania. Greg's trying to get on Quizzlemania, so if you guys can go to Twitter or Facebook or wherever and use the hashtag Cherry for Quizzlemania. And until next time, enjoy the show. We'll catch you later. Peace.